Welcome back, children. In the last class, we have learnt about the three equations of motion and the formulas were derived algebraically. Next, we'll start graph. But before starting graph, one thing I would like to tell you about acceleration. Remember, when velocity increases, then acceleration is positive, and when velocity decreases, then acceleration is negative. This negative acceleration is called as deceleration, or it is also called as retardation. Okay? So if the velocity increases from a lower to a higher value, then we say positive acceleration or simply acceleration. But if the velocity decreases, means from a higher value to lower value, then we say as acceleration is negative, that is called as deceleration or retardation. Okay? So next we will start graph. Now you have been doing graph in mathematics from class 6 or from class 7. Now if I ask you what is a graph, what will you say? The easiest answer you can say is, a graph is a pictorial representation of a mathematical data, right? Now, how to draw a graph? First of all, you have to draw the axis. So, one axis is vertical, this is called as the y-axis. Another is horizontal, which is called as the x-axis. Right? So first, in drawing graph, what you will do first is, you have to draw the axis. One is x-axis, which is the horizontal axis. One is the y-axis, which is the vertical axis. Second, here axis is the plural form of axis. Okay. Now, second is, you have to choose a scale. Now remember, whenever you are drawing graph, you are having a page which is quite small. So whatever values you accommodate in x-axis and y-axis, that has to be accommodated in the whole paper. So for that reason, a scale is required. So second is choosing a scale. For example, you may write in x-axis 1 centimeter is equal to say 2 seconds. In y-axis, say 1 centimeter is equal to 10 meter. In this way, you have to choose one axis. Third, you have to plot the points, and in fourth, last is join the points with a straight line or a curve. So these four things are required for drawing a graph. First of all, you have to draw the axis, then you have to choose a scale, then you have to plot the points, and then you have to join the points with a straight line or a curve. Now, in a graph, two quantities are there. Actually, it is a relation between two quantities, right? Out of the two quantities, whichever quantity is the independent quantity, that is taken in the x-axis, and whichever is the dependent quantity, that is taken in the y-axis. So, in x-axis represents the independent quantity and y-axis represents the dependent quantity. The point where the x and y-axis intersect, that is called as the origin. Clear? So this point where the x and y-axis intersect with each other, this point is called as the origin. Clear, children? So now the first graph that we will do is distance time graph.